Alright guys, what I have up for bid today is the MRC Tamiya Boomerang from circa 1986. This is a single owner RC car, super high performance. It's got some upgrades which I'll show you in a sec. I got this for Christmas I think when I was like 10 or 12 years old, and it's been lovingly stored in the garage for a long time now, but I need to make room for some new toys, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of some of the old. And I'll go ahead and demonstrate a couple of the features and some of the things on here that work so that you'll know. First of all, let me flip this around so you can see it here. I've upgraded the motor with a super fast racing engine. I'll test it out for you in a sec to show you that it works. I believe it's about twice as fast as the original motor. So this thing really screams for a battery-powered RC car. It's one of the fastest that I've seen, at least, although I haven't been into the sport for a long time. I've got a battery here. It's an old one. These 7.2 volt batteries, and you connect it here. I've been charging it up with the super duper 15-minute fast charger that's included in the auction. This, as I recall, was worth a couple $100 back in the day just by itself. So I don't know what that will add to the price of the auction now. But basically, I've got the battery connected here. I'm going to go ahead and just move the servo by hand because I don't have batteries in the controller right now, and I don't have batteries to power the servo. And we'll just double check that this guy works here. So as you can see, we got a couple different speeds going there. I just put on some contact grease on the servo for you to hopefully make sure that this thing gets good contact as we're testing it out. And you can see that we got all four wheels going at super high speed there. So the only thing that I think that you'll have to do to this RC car when you buy it is to probably add a battery pack to the rear. As you can see here, there is a pair of wires coming back. There used to be a 4 AA battery pack that used to sit back here just with like a rubber band or something. And that basically is controlled by the switch, the on-off switch here. And that is what powers your servo right here, which drives the car forward and back. So you'll need that in order to use the remote control. The remote control that's included is a Futaba Attack FP T2NL, and this was made in Japan, and is one of the better remote controls that you could get back in the day. I remember my parents saying that they paid $150 for it or $200 for it, something like that back in the day from the toy store. And as you can see, the frequency is 75.430, just in case you're trying to make this compatible with some other cars. So that's cool. In addition to those features, you are getting the original box. And I'll just open it up real quick to kind of see what we've got in here. I haven't looked in here in a while. Got the original box for the fast charger, which is cool. Everything is packed up in here with newspaper before I moved. I've got the original box for the battery. I've got all the original parts and accessories that came with the Tamiya back in the day, just in case you need some extra parts or some oil, some things like that, or the wrench to adjust certain parts of it. You've got the original, some of the original marketing stuff here. You've got the original instruction manual for the controller. I've got the original instruction or setup and build guide for the actual Tamiya. There's a parts order form. There's pretty much everything that came with the Tamiya back in 1986 is included in here. As you can see, I pretty much keep everything that there is. Still got the warranty cards. I never mailed those in. This is the box for the racing motor that I put in there. As you see, I paid $45 for that back in the day. Just in case you want to downgrade to the original motor for some reason, maybe you're a classic collector and you want everything to be, as it was in the early days. I just want to show you that I did include the original engine in here for you, in case you ever want to go back to that. There's an extra pinion gear in here. Because sometimes those do wear out, especially when you're using these things at high speed over long periods of time. So that's in there. I've got an extra gasket for the engine, just some things that might come in handy because I used to really be into this hobby, you know, maybe 15 or 20 years ago. So I got all that stuff. I got the original flags for the controller so that you can fly what frequency that you're on. I got the original battery. I don't know if you want me to ship this to you, but these are pretty old and probably doesn't work anymore. But that's there. So let's see, that's about it. I think I got some other parts here. Oh yeah, I've just got some contact grease and some things included in there. So overall, this is a very complete, classic, vintage 80s MRC Tamiya. The only things that I would do to it would be to add the battery pack to the back, obviously. And you might want to tune it up by adding some oil to the shocks. These are oil-filled shocks, so just keep that in mind. I'll talk to you later.